Hello and welcome. I'm glad you came to class today. I'm Reggie and I'm really glad you're here, and we're going to get started. So we're going to play a little bit with handstand prep today. You are in charge, you're the boss, you don't ever have to do handstand, but the work that gets you there is amazing core and back work. If your wrists get tired, think more core, less in your hands, and make some wrist circles to start. So let's roll your wrists out one way, and then roll your wrists out the other way, and then take your palms together, just press in, and then like a little wave, so then your palms come way apart. And the other way. And then release, shake your wrists out, shake your head out, and move something you haven't moved yet from a seated position. Check in, notice how you feel, and shut your eyes down. So you can change your legs so that you're comfortable. Hands can rest on your thighs. Take a big breath in, big breath out. With your eyes shut down, think about your abdominals for a moment. So belly button pulls into your spine. Low ribs slide down towards your belly button. Now I want you to think below your belly button starts to lift up. You still have good posture here. Your abdominals are engaged. So how do you breathe? Breathe into your chest and your upper back. As you breathe out, there's still probably room for you to pull your abdominals in a little more, so go for it. And then another breath in. Breath out. One more. Eyes can open. Let's turn and set up in tabletop position. Fingers spread wide. Ground your finger pads into your mat. So one more thing for your hands. Press your finger pads down. See if you can lift your palms off the mat. It's a little strengthening work. It's a lot of strengthening work. Small move, big effort, and then let your palms come back down. Do that again. Finger pads press down, maybe your palms lift up. If not, no worries, and then lower back down. One more time. Palms lift up and lower down. So your hands are your feet and your handstand prep. Now I want you to tuck those toes under so you get some space. This may not be for you. Otherwise, I want you to see if you can sit back on your shins. If it's too much to have your toes tucked under, untuck those toes. If it does not feel good to be in this position on your knees, you'll stay more forward in your tabletop position. This is intense toe stretch. So big breath in, big breath out. One more time. Breath in, breath out. Come back forward. If your eyes were closed, open them. Inhale into your back bend. Collarbones lift up, tailbone lifts. Exhale, round through your spine. Pull your abdominals in. Inhale, come forward. Chest lifts, tailbone lifts. Exhale, think below your belly button. Starts to lift you up, round through your spine. Chin will go to your chest. Inhale, come to neutral. So you're nice and long through your spine. Hands are down on the mat. Tuck your toes. Just step back into a plank. If you want to stay on your knees, it's brave to make choices that work for your body, even if the position is not exactly the same that we're working toward. That's in quotes. And then press back, take your plank here. Shoulders glide down your back. Pull those abdominals in. Chin to your chest. Pike your hips up and back. Knees will bend a bit. So you're in your down dog pretty much. You might be a little more extended out. That's okay. Let your heels soften, toes lift up. So your weight's more behind you. Ground your thumb and finger pads down. That's going to take some of that work out of the wrists where you don't want it. Pull your abdominals in. When you come to your tiptoes, walk in towards your shoulders, towards your hands, one step at a time. So keep lifting up your lower abdominals the whole time. Those are the muscles we need for that handstand prep. Your inner thighs, everything has to turn on for these tiny steps. Then let your heels come down, hands come off the mat. Either clasp your elbows with your hands or clasp your fingers together behind your back and lift your palms away from your bum. That might feel really nice. If it doesn't, choose a different version. Hands could be on the floor still. Take a big breath in and a really good breath out. Let your head release down. Let your hands go or your elbows go. Inhale to a half lift. Fingers could stay down. Hands could be on your shins or your thighs. Shoulders glide down your back. From here, I want you to first start to reach your arms down so fingers face the floor. Pull your shoulder blades together on your back and then release them back. So they just come back down closer to the mat. So it's a tiny lift. Pull those shoulder blades together and then come back down. Now turn your palms toward your thighs. Start to lift your arms up. You have a flat back here. Your arms are coming up toward your ears. Maybe they come in line with your ears. Maybe that's too far. Shoulder blades, glide them down your back still, towards your hips, and then arms come back down. Keep that strength in your upper back. Your abdominals pull in. Long through your neck. Here we go. Arms reach up. Can you bring them towards your biceps? Now hug in, flex through your wrists so your palms press away from you. This is your upper body and handstand. Arms come back down, let those wrists go. Hands come to your waist, elbows pull in. Inhale, rise all the way up. Bring your right knee into your chest, press down firm into your left foot. Shoulders roll down your back, pull your abdominals in. Stay here, hand could be on a wall if you need. Otherwise, I want you to reach your arms up to the ceiling. Flex your wrists again so your palms face the ceiling. Shoulders glide down your back, long through your spine. Pull your abdominals in to help you keep your knee pulled in. Your tailbone is reaching long to the mat. You're like in a fancy handstand. Bring your right foot down. Can you keep your arms there? Ground into your right foot, left knee lifts up. Shoulders still glide down your back. Hands are flexed. Right now you're getting a stretch through your wrists as well. With your lower abdominals, think about pulling them in. Tailbone lengthens long, left knee pulls into your chest. Squeeze in. Then foot comes back down, nice work. Arms come wide like you're pressing the walls apart. Beside you, maybe clasp those fingers together behind your back, soft bend in your knees, heart lifts, a little bit of a back bend, and then release. Roll those shoulders down your back one time. Inhale, reach up, mountain pose. Exhale, forward fold. Let's flow a little bit. Inhale, half lift, long spine. Plant your hands. Remember, blocks are available for whenever you want them. Step back into your plank. Shoulders slide down your back. You could be on your knees. Shift forward. Elbows bend. Come all the way down. Hug your elbows towards your ribs like crazy. Untuck your toes. Press into the mat. Lift your heart up. Now I want you to reach your elbows. I don't care if you're half an inch off the mat. Press your elbow, like your elbows itself, down toward the mat so your triceps have to fire. At the same time, press your finger pads into the mat. You need those muscles for your handstand. Now press all 10 toes into your mat. Your knees will lift off the mat. Hug your inner thighs toward each other and toward the ceiling. Take a breath in. Breath out, lower yourself down, keep pressing down, keep hugging your elbows, and then let your head release down. So, if it bothers you to lift up the mat on your low back, if that bothers your low back, you're going to do the exact same thing. Keep the legs hip distance if your back's cranky. Otherwise, legs squeeze together. Palms press down. Pull your abdominals in so much that your low back lengthens out a bit. Now press your elbows toward the mat. That will spread your collarbones wide. And then you should not even be in your low back here. Take a breath in. You're only creating length. Breath out. You stay here, or if you do not have a cranky low back, you can lift up a bit, but keep thinking length. More length than how high you lift. Elbows reach to the mat. Your triceps might be a little bit burning right now. And then lower back down. Bend your knees, let your arms relax. Windshield wiper your legs just a moment, side to side. Stretch those legs back out, either from your knees or your toes tucked under. Pull your abdominals in. Press up into your push-up. Press back, downward facing dog. Whew. Big breath in, big breath out. Look to the top of your mat, step or hop up. Use those lower abs again. So even though you're not taking the baby steps, can you fire up those lower abdominals? Let your head come back down. Inhale, rise all the way up. Bend your knees, find your chair pose. Arms are parallel to the floor. You stay there, or can you bring them up by your ears? Tuck your hips a little bit. Palms turn away from so instead of facing in, face away from you. Flex your hands again, and then bring your arms back parallel to the mat. Just challenge or balance here. Fingertips might come down, touch the mat, and then lift back up into your chair. Take a breath in, breath out, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, long spine. Plant your hands, step or hop back. High to low push-up. If you hopped back, you should be in low push-up. Inhale into your back bend. Cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, warrior one. If you need crescent pose, it's yours. Take a big breath in, breath out. Hug your right hip back. Breath in, breath out. Hands together at heart center. Open up, warrior two. Adjust your feet if you want to. Shoulders glide down your back, gazes forward. Reverse triangle, straighten your front leg. Right arm reaches up and back, side stretch. Keep that length, arms come long. Reach wide, reach, 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 find your triangle. Hand comes down the block or the mat. Open up like you're between two panes of glass. Press the outside edge of your back foot down. Inner back thigh spirals back. Right inner thigh spirals down. Take a breath in. Breath out. You're strong from fingertip to fingertip. Shoulders still pull together gently on your back. So it's not a super pull together. There's just that strength there. Now bend into your front knee. Windmill your arm. Come into your runner's lunge. Heel toe your right foot wide. Hands can be on the floor. You could move to your blocks. You could bring your elbows down to the floor, or elbows are on your blocks. Shoulders glide down your back. Take a breath in. Breath out. Left knee could be down as well. Breath in, breath out. Press the inside of your right foot down. Bring your hands back down to the floor. You're back in your high runner's lunge. Shoulders glide down your back. Tuck your hips a bit so belly button pulls in. Lower hips, your hips reach towards your lower ribs. See, can you bring your right foot off the mat? Maybe hug your right elbow and step back. You're in your plank again. Press up and back. If you need a child's pose, take it. Otherwise, you're in downward facing dog. Inner thigh spiral up and back. Heels soften. Take a breath here. Breath out. Use it for a reset if you need a reset. Warrior one left side. So right foot can come down. Left foot steps forward. Rising up to your warrior one. Pull your left ribs back, your left hip back. Take a good breath in. Breath out. Remember, you could always be on the ball of your foot, more of a crescent pose. Left ribs pull back in both versions. Hands come together at heart center. Warrior two. Open up to the right side of your room. Check out your front knee. Your knee and your foot's at 12 o'clock. Shoulders glide down your back. Arms are long. Breath in. Breath out. Can you pull your lower abdominals in a little more? Shoulders relax away from your ears. Right hand comes behind you. Flip your left palm. Straighten your left leg. Reach up and back. Reverse triangle. Big breath in. Feel that strength, the length in the left side of your body. Think about your low ribs still sliding down towards your hip bone. Keep that length. You're long as you pull those muscles toward each other, and then hand comes down, triangle on this side, whatever you did on the other side. Ground the inside of your front foot down so your inner thigh will spiral down a little bit more. Press the outside edge of your back foot down. Inner back thigh spirals back. Two planes of glass. You're right between them, fingertip to fingertip, you're strong. Big breath in. Big breath out. Notice if your left bum cheek's wanting to stick out to the left, can you tuck your hip under? Bend into your front knee, windmill your arms, frame your foot, and then left hand comes inside. You can heel toe your left foot wider. You could have those blocks underneath you for your forearms. Forearms could come down to the mat. Right knee could be on the mat. If you need to do it different, if both hips are not the same, respect your hips. Shoulders relax away from your ears. Press the inside of your left foot down. Take a breath in, breath out. If you wanted to bring that back knee down, this time you could. No tension in your neck or jaw. Move that block aside. Hands come back underneath your shoulders. Lift your right knee up if it was down. Shoulders glide down your back. Pull those abdominals in again. Think lower abdominals. So your hip points are wanting to reach for your low ribs. Can you bring your left foot off to hover? Maybe your left heel comes toward your bum. Take a breath in. Long crown of your head through your back heel. Step your left foot back. You're in your plank again. Inhale, shift your shoulders forward. Except for your arms not being at the ceiling, this is your handstand, elbows bend, cobra or up dog. Respect your back. Inhale. Exhale, back, downward facing dog. Take a breath in. Breath out. Lower your knees slowly to the mat. So 3, 2, and 1. Come down to your forearms. Shoulders glide down your back. If you have a block, put it between your palms. So your palms are like your palms and fingers are straight toward each other. So shoulders glide down, knees walk back. You will stay here, or knees will lift up for dolphin. Walk your feet in. So your lower body becomes like down dog. Your hips are piked. Your forearms are pressing down into the floor and pulling back towards your toes. Let those palms press into the block to keep your upper back fired up. Take a breath in, breath out. Now I want you to find those lower abdominals again. Tuck your hips a little bit. Take a breath in, breath out. One more time. Can you reach your low ribs toward your belly button, upside down like this? Just give it a go. And then it's all tiny movements on the inside. Lower those knees down slower than you want so you can keep pressing your forearms down and pulling your shoulder blades down your back. You want that strength. Here we go. That helps with all those crazy things you have to reach up high into the cabinet for. And handstands. Take a breath in. Cat-cow a couple of times. Eyes can shut down. Breath out. You could add some side-to-side movement. We've been pretty straightforward and back right now so far. Just shake something out. And then step yourself back to your plank. Pull your abdominals in. Pike up to that down dog. Walk your feet in a little bit if that gives you more room for your spine to lengthen out. Heels lower down. Spread all 10 toes wide. Come back to those finger pads. Press them down. Hug your triceps in. When you walk your feet in slow, shoulders glide towards your hips, your upper body strong. Think about how strong your back was when you pressed into that block. Now you're on your tiptoes, probably a foot away from your palms. Glide your shoulders down your back. If you need to lower your heels down and make this a forward fold, do it. Otherwise, shoulders stay on top of your wrists. Finger pads press down. You're on your tiptoes. If your legs are shaking, so are mine. Inner thighs spiral back. Take a breath here. Breathe into your back. Breath out. Pull those lower abdominals in more. Ribs still reach for your belly button. Heels come down. And then give those wrists a little shaky. Let them go. You can rock a little side to side. One more option to play with the block. Grab that block, put it between your thighs again. You'll have to take your feet probably wider. If not, just so your feet are parallel, that's what we're going for. Hands come underneath your shoulders. So let's say your wrists are done. I want you to take a forearm plank then, on your knees or your feet. I don't care which, just choose one. And you'll lower down after you've held for 5 rounds of breath. Otherwise, you're walking your feet in a little closer to your hands. Ground into your knuckle pads. Remember, your hands are your feet. You'll lift up onto those tiptoes. Hug your triceps in toward your ears. Your legs, squeeze that block. That will help with some of that shaking, because then the inner thighs have something specific they have to do. You still might shake, it just might be smaller. Take a breath in. Breath out. Can you press into your hands so much and pull your abdominals in so much that one foot hovers off the mat, even if it's tiptoe, and then foot comes down? Try the other side. Lift the other leg up. Use those obliques. Foot comes down. Both heels come down. Grab your hands together behind you if that's available. You have that strap. You can grab that. Arms can reach apart. Take a breath in. Breath out. Let those hands go or the strap go. Put the block aside, hands to your waist. Slowly hinge up to stand so there's not a rush there. Inhale, reach up. Flex your hand, the palms, the palms face the ceiling, shoulders glide down your back. You're in your handstand with your legs apart. Pull those legs together, so hug into your midline. This may be your handstand for the day. Shoulders glide down your back. If you are engaging your muscles and pulling into the midline, you still might be shaking because it makes me shake. So those muscles are strong. Otherwise, you can stay there. You can let the arms relax a little bit and then re-engage. Your feet are even pulling together. Hands can come wide, forward fold, knees bend. If you want a wall, find a wall. We're going to play with the kick up. That's where we're going today. If you have it in your practice and you want to kick up both legs into the wall, go for it. Otherwise, we're playing with lifting one foot off the mat at a time. Hands are a little wider than shoulder width or shoulder width. Fingers might be angled out slightly, otherwise they're to the top of your mat. You're back in your down dog because you just knew where I was going to go without me even saying it. Heels soften. Take a breath here. You've got this. Breath out. Walk those feet in tiny bit. Bring your big toes to touch. So here's first prep. Shoulders come over your wrists. If you need a break, you're going to take a child's pose. Pull your lower abdominals in. So your upper back, shoulder blades still pull together. Finger pads press down to keep your wrists on top of your and shoulders stacked. You're on your tiptoes maybe. Can you bring your right foot off to hover? Maybe lift your right leg behind you. Inner thigh spirals to the ceiling. Foot comes back down. Breathe. Left leg lifts, or those toes lift off. Inner thigh spirals to the ceiling. Notice your right hip. It did not jaunt out to the side. You are staying nice and long. So you're hugging into the midline. One more like that. Tiptoes or leg lifts. And then lower back down. Other side, pull those lower abdominals in. You're rounding a little bit through your lower back. Those muscles will help you lift up. Bring your knees down. Child's pose. So this is really to get you off the wrists and lengthen through your spine. Roll your wrists one way. If you need to, roll the other way. Shake your hands out. Take a big breath in. Maybe take your head side to side if there's any tension in your neck. So if that was your limit, like that was where you were going today, way to go. And I'll have you take one more forearm plank and a side plank. You know that from 2 weeks ago. You're going to one side and you're here. For elbow is underneath your shoulder. You'll work one side and then you'll switch sides. Your upper arm rotates and you can be bottom leg down, top leg lifted. Both legs could be staggered. You'll play with that. See if you can hold for 2 to 5 breaths. Then you'll come back through center and repeat. Otherwise, here we go. Toes tuck under, knees lift. So, or you can go back to what we just did, toes off, or whole leg lifts. Shoulders, shift them over your wrists. Glide your shoulder blades together. Your gaze will be in front, like down in front of you. Walk those feet in enough that you still feel like you could kick up. So maybe that's where you stay. You walk your feet in closer, practice that lift up, keeping your inner thigh going to the ceiling. Or you add a little hop there, one foot to the other. Or you make it a bigger hop. Your finger pads, remember, are your feet. Your shoulders are good and strong, and you have your belly button pulled in. One more time. Breathe and forward fold. Awesome job. Clasp your hands together behind you. If you did side plank, awesome job. Same muscles. Just it might be that the handstand, just your wrists are not going to do a handstand. That's okay because the pose is for you. You're not for the pose. Arms come wide. Lift your shoulders up wherever you're at. Big breath in. Breath out. Let your shoulders roll down your back. Okay. Reach up one more time. Heel toe your feet together. Bend your knees. Find your chair. Let's lower down. So you can come down, hands in front of you, and lower your bum down. Otherwise, let's lower down to your bum from your chair pose. And then feet walk out. Take your feet to wider than your hips. Hands to your knees. Inhale, collarbones come forward. Think back bend. Tailbone reaches back. Exhale, pull your abdominals in, round through your spine. Arms might straighten. One more time. Inhale, back bend. Breath out, release. This is to reset. Come back forward. I said one more time. You get a bonus. Come back. And then you could stay here. Otherwise, we're going for the midline again. Block, skinnier middle, in between your thighs. Heels can stay right here, down. You could have your whole foot down. Hands are at the back of your thighs. So a couple options. You stay here, you work the roll back, working to straighten your arms, and then you're rounding yourself back up. It gives you a little bit of rounding since we've done so much flexion. So you can roll back. Sorry, let me say that again. This is flexion, a little rounding instead of so much straight back, or what felt like a straight back, because now your upper back gets to stretch, and your upper back was staying so still when you were in your handstand preps. So it's upper back release while you flex. Stay here, or bring those feet off the mat. Shoulder blades glide down your back, press into your thighs, press into your shins, arms reach out beside you. Glide your shoulders down your back. Maybe you straighten your legs a bit. Maybe you rebend your knees. Hands could be on your thighs. You could straighten your legs a bit, bend your knees. So just like that handstand, when you had your hip points reaching for your low ribs, same position here. Same sets of muscles, collarbones spread wide. Same thing as in your handstand. You're breathing. Take a breath in. Hold your legs either bent or straight. Maybe you reach your arms away from your legs, parallel to the mat, or your thighs, not your mat. Breath in. Breath out. Squeeze that block. Rebend your knees. Feet come down. Block goes away. Nice work. Take a butterfly leg. So bottom of your feet together. If this does not work for you, you could always put blocks underneath your thighs, or sit crisscross, or sit with straight legs. And then hinge forward. Walk your hands out a bit. Press the bottom of your feet together. Give them something to press it, like press into each other, and then relax. Hands walk forward. We're staying here. So you can stack your blocks. Some of you can forward fold all the way to the floor. Go for it. Others of you might need to stack your blocks. Go for it. Hands walk forward. Think about your sit bones. So those bony bones near your bum, press down into the mat. Press your feet together a little more. Feel your inner thighs open. Feel your tailbone reach down to the mat. So you're really intentional for this moment. Now I want you to let those muscles relax. Gravity and your breath is going to take over and be in charge. Take a big breath in. Eyes can shut down. Breath out. What can soften? Another one of those. Big breath in. Breath out. One more time. You have two options coming up, either figure four stretch, which you're lying on your back, or half pigeon. It will be brief. Have the blocks handy if you want that. Figure four, you're flexing your foot, crossing your leg over. Awesome hip stretch. Half pigeon, another awesome hip stretch. You can work from down dog or tabletop. You're bringing your foot forward. Your foot is still flexed or pointed. If you're 45 degrees, if you're 90, you have a foot, your foot's flexed. And your hips are squared just like they would be in your or in your figure four. So you're lying down. It's easy to keep your hips squared there. It's harder when you're working from this position on facing your belly down. Pull your right hip back. Left hip bone reaches forward. Take a breath in. Some of you can lower all the way down. Go for it. Arms could reach out long in front of you. They're not active like they were in your handstand prep. Take a big breath in. Breath out. Let something soften. Shoulders relax. Jaws relaxed. And then we'll have you press yourself up. We'll switch sides. So figure four on the other side. Flex that opposite foot. Even though sometimes it seems like, oh, this stretch isn't as intense. It doesn't put me in such a crazy position. Figure fours are super intense when they need to be and can be, and in respect of your hips. So you move with the same intention whether you take figure four lying down on your back or in half pigeon. How you do anything is how you do everything. Pull your left hip back. Inner right thigh spirals to the ceiling if you're in half pigeon. Crossed over foot, or the foot like knee that's bent, that foot is flexed or pointed. Big breath in. Breath out. I'm sure there's those moments where you may have to ease off, or you're just figuring out the schedule, but really how you show up now and how you put in the work is probably how you show up for most things. what your attitude was before you hit play. And who cares if you have to keep coming back and refocusing? That's normal. It's just, do you choose to keep coming back? Do you choose to keep showing up? One more really good breath here. Make it count. Big breath out. Let me press down. If you're in figure 4, undo figure 4. Hug your knees into your chest. We'll meet you there. Then lower yourself down. Swing your leg around if you were in half pigeon. Roll yourself down to your mat. Knees hug into your chest. Rock your hips a little side to side. When your hips and knees rock to the left, let your right ear go toward the right. And opposite. Go slowish. This could be a happy baby too instead. And then a couple options. You could have butterfly. Take the bottom of your feet together, knees open up wide. You could stretch out. Otherwise, you could end in I did not say this, but if you do this video more than once, then you already know. Take a block, long ways, bend your knees. You'll lower yourself down so your bum is close to the block. The other block can be above your head, higher or the same height for today. And you'll stretch down onto your blocks. Your bum is on the mat. Bum's not lifted up. It's on the floor. If you get into this position and it's miserable, you're getting rid of the props. Collarbones open up, palms face the ceiling, whether you're in butterfly, stretched out, or you're on the blocks. So you're in a back bend. There should not be pain. There might be stretch. We did a lot of forward folds, so this is to unwind a little bit from all those forward folds. Collarbones open up. Same with the butterfly stretch. Big breath in. Big breath out. Let your shoulders be heavy. Eyes are shut. Let your breath control go. I'll say it one more time. If your bum's not on your mat, either adjust your blocks. The one block should be below your shoulder blades. The other block is below your head. And some of you could take butterfly legs here. Some of you could stretch your legs out straight. Play with this over the course of the week. Just notice what feels best. Take a moment for gratitude. Check in. Notice how you feel. Okay, to come off this position, if you have the blocks underneath you, you'll bend your knees. Bring your elbows close to your body. Gently roll to one side. You'll come up to seated. Eyes can be shut down. We'll meet in seated. If you have more time, take a longer resting pose. You can come off the blocks and lay down. Shoulders lift up, roll down your back. Hands come together at heart center. Feel your hands touch. Feel your fingers touch your thumbs. Press them gently into your sternum. Chin drops softly. Let's take a breath in and a breath out. And when you're ready, eyes can open. Thank you so much, truly. Let me know if side plank was your win, if forearm plank was your win, if handstand tippy toes was your win, if you showing up even after you heard it was going to be maybe a handstand was your win. I want to know. Thank you, and I hope to see you again, and have a great rest of your week. Take care.